Hi Cancer, welcome to How I Love Tarot. This is a general reading. I've already shuffled your cards. I'm going to first pull your oracle cards. I'm going to be looking at 4 different areas of your life. The present position to validate that this is your reading, the strength, the challenge, and the possible outcome. Spirit, may I please have the present position for the oracle for Cancer to validate this is their reading, please. Thank you. Spirit, may I please have the strength for Cancer. Thank you. Can I please have the challenge for Cancer? Spirit, may I please have the possible outcome? What do you need Cancer to know? Thank you. Okay. Spirit, may I please have the present position for Cancer? For those of you that don't know me, I'm a psychic and a medium. When I am working, Spirit is pushing through the cards out of my hands. Now, I find this fascinating in readings to see cards flip, because that is the spirit world, working with healers. I am a healer also. To flip those cards out. But if you don't like to see the shuffle, my shuffles do take quite a long time, please fast forward. For those of you that are more interested in seeing your cards flip out from the spirit world, stay tuned. Spirit, may I please have the present position for Cancer? What will validate this reading? Please validate the reading for Cancer. Anything else for the present position? Wow. Can I have more, Spirit? Can I have the present position? I was not expecting that card, Cancer, I gotta tell you. You want all of those? Okay. Alrighty then. Are you sure? I don't feel like I want to take all of them. Spirit says yes. Okay. Spirit says yes to take all of them. They kind of fell out is why I'm questioning Spirit there. Didn't feel like it felt half of a jump and half of it fell out, but Spirit wants me to read all of them. Spirit, may I please have the strength for Cancer? Thank you. Cancer, I apologize for the light going out there. That is not the spirit world. That is that is a short in my electricity that needs fixing. So apologies, but it's daylight right now, so hopefully it doesn't affect the reading too much. Apologies for that. Spirit, may I please have the challenge for Cancer? Thank you. Anything else for the challenge? Which way? Oh, you want it in the reverse, in the upright. Okay. May I please have the possible outcome for Cancer? What does Cancer need to know? What will motivate them, inspire them, and help them to make the difficult decisions that they need to make? What will give them the evidence that they need? What do they need to know, Spirit, the most? Wow, Cancer. This is the stuff I'm talking about. When the cards flip out like that, it's crazy. Because I can feel the energy. I don't know if you can see it. Like, I don't know if it comes across that way. But, man, it sure does come across to me that way. Spirit, what does Cancer need to know? What will help them, motivate them, inspire them, and help them to make the difficult decisions they need to make? What's some of the good stuff coming in the outcome too? Spirit would like me to shuffle one more time, and then we'll see if there's any more cards for the outcome. For the outcome for Cancer, Spirit, what's good in the outcome? Okie doke, let's take a look at this, Cancer. All right, Cancer, let's start off with your Oracle card. Now, this is one of like my favorite decks. It's called Enchanted Map by Colette Baron Reed. I highly, highly recommend it. No, I do not get any kickbacks from it. I found it to be a very difficult deck to find as well. But anyway, I digress. Stormfields. So when I'm reading Oracle cards, I don't read it from the book. I read it intuitively and mediumistically, meaning from my spirit guides. Spirit, can you bring forward Stormfields? Along with, we have the Lovers in the present position, in the upright position. That's the one I was giggling at in the beginning. And then we have the Page of Swords in the upright. We have the Seven of Wands in the upright. We have the Hanged Man in the upright. We have the Sun card in the upright. And we have the Fool in the upright. I got to tell you, Cancer, this is a general reading. This is not a love reading. But something happens to me whenever something is coming through really, really strongly, when it has to do with love. And I get the Lovers card, and it's happening right now, which is I get very hot suddenly, and it's like I heat up from the inside out. And no, I am not having a hot flash. So somebody's in love with you, and it is not easy. Something is going on that leads this person that is in love with you to it's treacherous. Spirit shows me here that they're wrapping themselves up into knots because they can't see that the storm is going to pass. All they can see is obstacles in their way. Now, for those of you that do not have a love interest, Spirit, can you bring forward the other meaning that I'm picking up here for the Lovers? So Spirit makes me feel here, Cancer, that people are on your side. Now, this is also for people that can identify with somebody that, you may not know this actually, but somebody's thinking about you a lot. And Spirit makes me feel that there's more than one person thinking about you. So whether you can identify with a love interest or not, the other thing that's coming up from the Lovers is you're heavily going to be in partnership with somebody. And for some of you, it's a team of people. And for others of you, you're going to be working one-to-one directly with somebody that's going to take you to the next level. Now, this person feels like they're new in your life. And for some of you, this team is coming in like a domino effect, like I'm feeling in the last couple of months, right? So you have the first person, and then the second person, and then the third. Spirit shows me all the way up to six people coming in to collaborate with you and partner with you and take you to where you want to be and level you up. So now for others of you, there is healing taking place here. So Spirit shows me that the team involves a team, right? A team of doctors or consultants or something of that caliber. Now, a Spirit just said to me, for others of you, you're going through the justice system. You're going through something very logical, practical, legal, regulatory that requires many hands to touch these papers. So the Lovers is coming out in all different ways here in this general reading. But like I said from the beginning, some of you are going through something here where you're not even aware that somebody is very much in love with you and doesn't know how to get to you. Because that's the Stormfields. Now, for some of you, Spirit is also showing me that you're going through something quite difficult in your life that has uprooted your life and destroyed certain aspects of your life. And well, it feels like it's destroying it, but really what's happening is that the storm is passing through, and it's such, you know, it's kind of like I don't know if any of you have ever been in a Category 5 hurricane. I'm in a part of the world where we have hurricanes, and I've been in many Category 5 hurricanes, right? One being the least, you know, and actually one is not the least. You have a tropical storm, then you have Category 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 is the worst that you can have. You're going through a Category 5, some of you. And so what it feels like is that the storm could destroy certain aspects of what you've built, who you are, what you're about. And, you know, there's this thing I'm Indian, not the best Indian you'll ever meet, because I don't know a lot about my culture. And what I mean by that is East Indian. But Spirit just showed me something else here. There is, you know, we have all kinds of gods in the Hindu philosophy. And one of the gods, Durga, is known for destruction. But what people misunderstand about Durga is that that things are coming in to be destroyed because the sun is coming out. Beautiful things are about to be built. But sometimes everything has to be wiped out. Certain things have to be gone from your life. It's called Durga, D-U-R-G-A, is the god of destruction. And that's the energy that Spirit shows me, that you have a very powerful force ending very powerful things in your life for one reason only, your betterment, right? So that's kind of what's going on here in the present position. Sorry, Spirit still wants me on this here. Spirit, can you turn on the bloody lights? Then I can't see. Hold on there, Cancer. Let's see if I can get. Look at that. And there was light. Sorry, Cancer. So unprofessional of me for the lights to go out. Anyway, what we have here also is what seems to you like red flags. There are things that are good about the situation you're going through, transitioning. I feel like you're walking a destined path. I feel like you're going to make a game of it, like you're going to have fun with it. So whereas other people wouldn't have fun with this, I feel like even though you're going through something challenging, I feel like you're able to put a smile on people's face, kind of joyfully kind of skip through this in a way that's quite surprising to the people around you. I do feel though on the inside there's a part of you that is very stressed out about all of this, but you must know that Spirit is on your side and that your way is being lit up for you. And I do feel here, Cancer, that you're going to be okay. I don't see destruction of the home. I don't see destruction of your life. It just feels that way. What was I talking about, Cancer? I was talking about the hurricanes, wasn't I? So basically what happens is with you know, I can't tell you how many Category 5 hurricanes I've been in. And what they're predicting is, you would think they were predicting Armageddon. And, you know, people act that way too, right? There's no water, there's no gas, there's no food on the shelves. People just go crazy. They go nuts. I never do. I just kind of sit back, relax, and, you know, chill out and have fun with it. But that's what they show me. Like, you're going through something that's a Category 5, but it's going to pass. The storm is going to pass. And when it does, you're going to see that, yeah, there's some damage from the storm. But it's nothing that can't be rectified. It's nothing that you can't recover from. It's nothing that you won't be even, you know, one of the things they do down here is they take an opportunity when a storm passes through to build even stronger infrastructure. And it's so impressive. And that's what Spirit shows me about this general thing that you're going through in this big transition in your life right now, that Spirit shows me that you can't even imagine how much beauty and loyalty and love, and Spirit says second chances, you're going to get from this. Beautiful stunning energy in your present position. So Spirit, tell me all about this now, this whole story you brought out. You've brought out the Page of Swords. You brought out the Page of Swords. You brought out the Seven of Wands. You've brought out the Hanging Man. You've brought out the Sun card. And you've brought out the Fool. Spirit makes me feel here you're taking chances that you have never considered taking before. Spirit makes me feel that this is going to make you feel like yourself again, really, really, really happy, because you're following your inner guidance, you're following your inner light. And where you didn't have room in your mind for certain things, certain projects, you now have room for it. We have destiny here. Spirit shows me destiny. You're destined to complete something quite big, Cancer. The Hanged Man, you haven't changed your mind about something, but you're surrendering. You know, again, it's kind of like, you know, you can panic in a hurricane, or you can just roll with it and know that you're going to be okay, and trust the emergency services and trust the people in charge. In an emergency, if you panic, you're more likely to Cancer, that is my dog. She's decided to run the gamut of my room here. And she's making a lot of noise. I'm sorry. So the Hanged Man here, you're surrendering, right? You're surrendering to the path that you're on. And because of that, you're letting go of control. You're open to new perspectives. You're going to become enlightened from these people around you. And I feel like you're going to have an incredible relationship with the people around you. These new people coming into your life. There are new people coming into your life, and you have no idea, Cancer, how much respect they have for you. They have so much respect. And I feel like they're going to elevate you on a level that you have never been elevated to before. I feel like people don't put you on a pedestal. I feel like people are jealous of you or envious of you. But remember how I talked about the god of destruction, Durga? I feel like people are going to be taken out of your life. People that don't belong there. And I don't mean like you're going to become estranged from them. Yes, some you will. But others, they just don't belong there anymore. And new people are going to come in. And Spirit is showing me there are people that you haven't been in contact with for years. And they are special people. And one or two of them are coming back into your life as well. Beautiful, gorgeous energy. Now, I do see you being quite agitated at times, right? Seven of Wands right here. I do feel like you can be quite moody right now because you're going through some ups and downs. Don't worry, it's okay. It's going to be fine. And you're standing your ground. And Spirit makes me feel that it's really important that because you're standing your ground, you're going to manifest. Now, what we think we are, right? If you think you're defeated, you're defeated. If you think that you're going to win, you're going to win. If you think that you're going to, you know, just, you know, you leave it up to the gods and see what happens, guess what? That's things that happen by accident and not by fate, right? Take control of what's in front of you. Believe one way or the other. Take a stand in something because you're manifesting. And when you just kind of leave it up to the gods, kind of like, well, I just see what happens. Well, all kinds of nonsense happens because you are the creator. You're in charge of your life, right? And so I see here you taking a stand on something very, very strongly, and others are just kind of like they're backing down now. They're like, you know what? We think that Cancer has got this, right? And, you know, listen, if you want to be president of the United States, you don't get there by thinking you can't do it, right? You have to have in you that you're going to do it and that nothing's going to stop you. That's the only way you get anywhere in life, is to think, believe, and then manifest. So Spirit shows me you're manifesting. Here with the Page of Swords, you don't have time for fools, right? You're cutting things out of your life. I feel like in cutting things out of your life, I feel like some of the cobwebs are being cut out of your life too. So things that you've been delayed for a very long time in your life, I feel like you're now taking charge of it. I do feel here that Spirit is bringing forward some projects, some unfinished business, some things, perhaps practical, like studying, that like exam or something very, very official that you have not, that you've put on the back burner for a very, very long time. Spirit shows me that you're going back to it here. So you're cutting out, so the sword here kind of represents you cutting out the cobwebs and taking charge of everything, thinking analytically and strategically, and also in the beginning, almost like in the beginning of this process, but yet not the beginning, if that can make sense. Okay, present position. So that was a present position. If those things make sense to you, then this is your reading. If they don't make sense to you, one or two things are happening. You're either watching the reading too early. Please put it in a playlist, come back in about 2 weeks, watch it then. If the present position doesn't make sense to you at that point, then this is not your reading. Please tune in another time and watch another one of my readings. Okay, very important with my readings that you don't take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. Do not do that in my readings, because Spirit is coming forward to give you advice. I have been reading for 40 years. These readings are not for the 8 billion people on the planet. They're for the 2 or 3 that really resonate for this reading, right? And so when Spirit comes forward, they know who they're talking to. And either this reading makes sense to you in the present position, and then this is your reading all the way through, or it won't make sense to you, and this is not your reading, and Spirit is not targeting you in this particular reading, okay? Please pay attention to that in my readings, because Spirit does give outcomes, and you want to be led in the right direction, right? Even though this is for entertainment purposes only, a lot of people make decisions based upon what they hear in readings. So be wise. Here in the strength position, we see the 2. We see gentle gardener. Spirit, bring it forward. What's going on with gentle gardener? Oh, Cancer. How you have the spirit world around you. You have the spirit world holding you in the palm of your hand, watching you as you're taking every step. You have your elders watching over you. You have your ancestors watching over you. You have spirits coming in here to guide you. You're forming, in your strength position, you're forming new beginnings in your life, specifically 3. There are 3 new beginnings in your life. One has to do with love. Most certainly one has to do with love. And I like that about you, Cancer, because all things must be balanced, right? And even though you may not be ready, some of you, for love, maybe you're already in a relationship. Well, if you're already in a relationship, what that means then is that you're focused on engaging your partner, you know, spicing it up, making it more fun, getting out of the drudgery of everyday life and going on a date and that kind of stuff, and really kind of focused on your person and bringing them back into the fold and getting them focused on you too. But for those of you that are single, you're manifesting love, and it's showing up here. You're manifesting other things too. There's 2 other new beginnings. One has to do with career. One has to do, Spirit, what is this right here? One has to do with money. So one has to do with money, okay? You're manifesting money. Spirit, tell me more about the strength. And again, I'm picking up this partnership thing. So somebody's by your side, guiding you, leading you. You're leaning on them too. That's showing up very much in your reading. Now you have the Star card in the reverse in the strength position. You have the King of Cups in the upright, and you have the Justice card in the upright. Spirit, tell me what's going on in the strength for Cancer. There's something that you're supposed to be having faith in, and you don't right now. You are worried about it. So Spirit, bring me the strength. So Spirit is showing me you've switched into your analytical mind, where you feel discouraged, where you feel insecure. What you're trusting is the fact that you're so disconnected from that for those of you that are going through this, where you're so disconnected from your intuition that you're actually so focused on your analytical side that is your strength right now. So you know, whenever Cancer's out of their juju, Juju is what I like to call it, juju. It means they're in their very conscious mind, very strategic mind, and Cancers are one smart cookie, right? So that is a strength right now. You're not really focused on healing. You're focused on taking the right steps to move in the right direction, to go in, to succeed at what it is that you're planning. Here in the King of Cups, Spirit, bring it forward. Bring it forward. What's going on in the King of Cups and the strength? A lot of love energy is coming out around you, through you, Cancer. Very emotionally balanced. You're very compassionate. And that's really shining through, especially those of you that are going through adversity right now and going through a lot of adversity. Your aura is shining through, and you're showing up as very, very graceful, very diplomatic. You have your emotions under control. You're leading others where they should be leading you. And you're very tolerant and empathetic of people that now need your empathy. Spirit is making me feel also that because you're so focused on yourself, you're drawing in a lot of love, right? So Spirit is showing me love again here, coming towards you. You're manifesting love, and it's really funny because, you know, when manifestation starts to happen in a reading, it's almost certain. If this is your reading, you're manifesting it without you doing anything. And that's sometimes the best way of doing it, right? You're just focused on yourself. You're focused on doing what you need to do for you. And because you don't have that that's my dog. Because you don't have that desperate energy, and that's what that desperate energy sounds like, right? It sounds like a yip-yapping dog. And because you don't have that, what you have is this beautiful, graceful energy. You're just attracting a lot of grace. Here we have Justice in the Strength card. Shirley, knock it off, man. We have... tell me more about the Justice, Spirit. You're going to have to sort out your affairs, Cancer. Please sort out your legal affairs. Please, anything that requires your legal attention, it shows here in the Strength that you're going to take care of that very quickly. You're going to be doing that over the next couple of weeks. You're going to have clarity where you haven't had clarity about certain things. You are. Now, Spirit is making me feel this has to do with legal paperwork. It could have to do with divorce decrees or marriage licenses, changing your name officially, examinations, regulatory, insurance, all of the things that require the law. So Spirit shows me that you're very focused on that and getting your ducks in a row. If you don't have a will in place, not that anything's going to happen to you, but things like advanced directives, living will, I see all of that coming forward for you. You taking care of all of that in the Strength position. Interestingly enough, in the challenge, look at what we have, balancing act. Spirit, bring it forward. Why balancing act? We have the 8 of Cups in the reverse. And we have the 2 of Cups in the upright in the challenge position. Spirit, what's going on with balancing act? It's tough. This ain't no walk in the park, what you're going through. You've had to let go of a lot of disappointment. I want to start off with love, first of all. Some of you have had to not some of you, who this reading is for. There has been a broken heart here that really brought you to your knees. Very, 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 very tough thing to go through. Your inner strength is one of the most powerful things I've ever seen in a reading, Cancer. Beautiful strength here, but it's a balancing act. And you're not trusting in love. You're not trusting. I feel like you kind of take a couple of steps forward and then you take a lot of steps backward. You're very vulnerable when it comes to your heart. So that's a challenge for you. Here we have the Eight of Cups, right? So something's triggering you. Whenever you come forward, there may be somebody from the past reaching out. It may be the person that broke your heart, maybe reaching out to you at this time, or thinking about you, and you're picking it up, right? But there is somebody that has broken your heart here, and they're kind of coming back into your energy in some way. For some of you, it shows here the challenges that they want to try, and there's indecision here. You're avoiding trying to make the wrong decision. You've kind of changed your mind about this person, where you were willing to kind of, okay, I'll look at this maybe. You're not willing to look at it anymore. And so it's difficult because you don't want to hurt the person either, but you've moved on and you want to move on and you want something. You know, the thing is, you're manifesting all these new things in your life, right? And so that includes love. Here we have the challenge again, Two of Cups, right? So love is coming up again. And what we have is the challenge is committing. You're manifesting love, but when they come your way, the challenge is maybe what you're thinking is, can you commit? Do you trust them? Is there going to be mutual attraction? Is there going to be a long-term relationship? Is it worthy of your time? Meaning, even if you didn't want to get married, this is your time and your energy, and you don't want to spend it frivolously on some idiot. And so is the connection worth it? Because I feel like you're maybe looking back at some of your connections and saying, wow, did I spend too much time on this? No, Cancer, you didn't spend too much time on it. When you're out, you're out. And sometimes that does take some time, okay? Here in the outcome, we've got Magic's Prayer. Spirit, bring it forward. What does Cancer need to know? We've got a lot of cards here sitting in the reverse, and so I really need to understand them. Spirit wants me to go backwards. We have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Inner feeling, self-care, self-love, really taking care of yourself right now instead of others, really focused on what it is that you need. A lot of emotional energy coming to the surface for you here in the outcome as you make very difficult decisions about letting go of people from the past, right? Letting go of people from the past. There are people coming towards you, though, that are also from your past, and there's a lack of playfulness in their energy. You're moving forward regardless. You're leaving the past in the past. But like I said, there's this duality where I have other people from your past coming forward, okay? Not the same people you're letting go of. Here in the Emperor, in the reverse, in the outcome, what we have is you taking control. Very rigid, very stubborn, very heels in the ground about what you want. And some people are looking at that as restlessness or recklessness, but you're not being reckless. You don't have to explain yourself to anybody, Cancer. This is your life. You do what you need to do, what feels right to you and seems right to you, right? The only person you ever have to answer to is yourself, no one else. And no one's in charge of your life but you. Screw them. And here we have the 10 of Wands in the reverse, right? So what you were really, really worried about is coming to pass. You're going to be able to put that burden down. It's coming to an end. You've been doing it all for a long time, carrying the burden by yourself. You're going to begin to delegate. You're going to release the stress. You have been very overstressed and burnt out, and I see you releasing that. You're going to release that in the outcome. I've got to say though, I don't feel like it's immediate. I feel like it is over the next like 10 weeks. Okay, so look at that to be a process. Here in the Page of Wands in the reverse, Spirit, tell me more. Again, there's this lack of commitment into committing to things that don't serve your purpose. And so again, people around you could be passing judgment, all right? Don't worry about them. I feel here that you're focused on money, spending money on the right things and spending on money on things that are going to educate you, things that are going to elevate your spirit, things that are going to elevate you emotionally and get your head on the right track. I feel like you're elevating spiritually, and this does feel a very, very strong pull in whatever you've started, you're finishing, right? And that feels very, very positive here. You know, it's very funny, right? Because people get so anxious when they see reverse cards in an outcome. And even when I see tarot readers read them, they read it all upside down and inside out because they don't want to give the actual meaning of the card. But a reverse doesn't mean anything. Sometimes it doesn't mean anything negative at all. It just is putting it into context, right? So let's take a look at the last tarot card for you. Spirit, bring it forward. Why the Page of Wands here in the outcome for Cancer, and why the magic prayer, the number 32-5. For those of you that are working on a book, please, please, please continue to work on it, even if it's, you know, a paragraph at a time. I see magic prayer. For some of you, I saw a book, right? Or some type of guide, some kind of book, something that you're working on. Whatever projects in the background that you need for that book, keep on working for it. That's what magic prayer is about. It's intuition, right? You're being led and drawn into bringing things together. What you're taking is something that is a conflict for other people, and you're finding solutions for it. So that shows up very, very strongly in your outcome energy. And that's for those of you that have been putting together words or intuition or creating something that is a solution for people. Okay, here in the Page of Wands, Spirit, bring it forward. Tell me about the last card in the outcome. Inspiration. Beautiful. You're going to be inspired, Cancer. We've got ideas, discovery, limitless potential, free spirit, exploration, excitement, and freedom. A lot of passionate energy coming through. Now, what I see here is you grounded very much in your root chakra. Don't worry about that right now. When Cancers are not in their crown chakra, you know where they go? Into their root chakra, because they ground very physically. So don't be worried about that. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be like, why am I out of my juju? Why am I not picking things up intuitively? Don't worry. For a Cancer, when you're grounded in your root chakra, which is the one into the physical world, you're doing just fine, because your passionate energy is coming out in a very, very physical way. So a lot of passion is coming forward, a lot of inspiration is coming forward, a lot of discovery is coming forward, different solutions to different problems that seemed like a big issue before but now seem quite small, right? So things that seemed insurmountable before are now easy for you to overcome very, very, very easily. And I see ultimately, Cancer, I see freedom. I see freedom for you, freedom from everything that's held you back. I see those chains being let go of you, and I see you flying high. Cancer, that is your reading. Sorry about all the background noise with the dog. Listen, she's a puppy. She's just a part of the reading. I apologize if you don't like dogs, but she's always going to be there. So anyway, for those of you that are interested in life coaching, I'm very interested in Cancers, especially that want to develop their spiritual gifts, because I'm doing a mentorship program right now where I'm trying to gather Cancers together to do my mentorship program for life coaching. So if you're interested in that, or if you're going through anything, I'm a clinical psychologist. I've been in the field for 30 years. So if there's anything that you're having difficulty with, you don't need a ton of sessions. You can email me, let me know what's going on, and I can guide you whether it's the right thing for you or not. Also, if you want a personal reading, a private reading, please look in the description below. Also, I've got how much the reading cost, and if you want to email me personally, I can give you more information about it. Cancer, that was your reading. I hope that it made sense to you and you enjoyed it, and it helped. You take care, Cancer. Speak to you soon.